So something I've been paying very close attention to have been what Democrats have been saying about the Save America Act and why they don't want to pass it. And a lot of it sounds exactly like what you've been hearing from white liberal women when it comes to this whole argument. You guessed it, they're making it a race issue. Yeah, I mean, color me shocked, right? Race. Democrats, who knew? They're implying black people are too poor to get documents or don't know how to get the proper ID, which sounds crazy, but insulting, patronizing. I mean, you name it. And now they're piling on another excuse, which is they're claiming married women will be impacted because a woman's birth certificate might not match her current last name on her license. And so basically, the message Democrats are putting out are, even though a majority of Americans are supporting voter ID, that's been made evidently clear, they won't deny that. They don't care. It's racist. It's sexist. It's anything that they wanted to be because it comes from the Trump administration. As always, make sure you smash the thumbs up. That's the best way. Tell me you like the video. Subscribe to stay tuned in for more future content. Let's get into it.
Today we stand against the calculated campaign led by Donald Trump and his allies to dismantle, to gut, to suffocate voting rights and civil rights and all of our other protections.
You just stated that the SAVE Act is an attack on civil rights and is racist. Could you just explain that further? Because 76% of Black Americans support the SAVE Act, according to CNN.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Well, we find it racist because at the end of the day, it's targeting Black communities with a cost burden. We've been through this historically, right? Where we've been prohibited from voting because we didn't know how many bubbles were in a soap bar. And so this is just a new iteration of that, and we're very focused on defeating it.
But if 76% of Black Americans support voter ID,
I don't believe that 76%.
CNN reported it?
Well, that's
Check
possible.
Okay.
But I do not agree with it.
Republicans are trying to make it harder for you to vote. Let me tell you how. The Save America Act would require your passport or your birth certificate to match your current name in order to be able to vote. If y'all got married and changed your name, your birth certificate would not match your current name. Nearly 69 million women in America have a birth certificate that does not match their current name, and therefore 69 million American women would no longer be eligible to vote. These guys say that the Save America Act is needed to prevent undocumented immigrants from voting, but y'all already know that that is not a thing.
A jury just convicted a woman in Massachusetts of voter fraud.
We're talking about a 59-year-old illegal immigrant who's been in the country for years, stole someone else's identity, and then voted in the 2024 presidential election. Take a look at this photo here. This is Lina Maria Arovio Hernandez. In this picture, you can see her, Martha, wearing that I voted sticker that we all get when we go to cast our ballots.
Look, as I hear my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, what I hear is the same racist, misogynistic trash, different decade. Republicans are invoking historical policies intended, let's be clear, to disenfranchise Americans, especially working people, women, students, indigenous people, and anyone who can't afford the burdens of a new bill. The Save America Act is yet another Republican attempt to intimidate and suppress the votes of anyone who threatens their extremist white supremacist agenda.
Yeah, so right on time. Racism, sexism, white supremacy, they're unloading the Democrat Party. They're unloading the full clip of fair marketing tactics in order to try and sway public opinion when it comes to something that a vast majority of Americans are in favor of. And so now let's get into this clip of some white liberals who they were asked about how they feel about voter ID and is it fair, is it unfair, is it racist, for Black people, and they're not going to really get asked about the women part of it, so you're going to mostly only hear about how it's suppressing Black people. But take a listen to how similar these Democrats, who a majority of them were Black women, sound to these liberal white women. I believe they're all liberal white women in this clip, and how similar they both sound when it comes to what they think about Black people. Take a listen.
Do you think that's harder for black people to go online?
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it works.
A lot of people have smartphones, but you might not have data.
For most of the communities, they don't really know what is out there just because they're not aware or they're not informed.
I also think there's a repression of black voting with how if you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed to vote and everything. And when you look at swing states like Florida, that's a huge population of the African Americans.
Now I'm here in East Harlem to ask black people their thoughts on what you just heard. Do you have ID normally? You carry ID around?
Yes, I have state ID.
Do you carry ID?
Yes, I do.
Do you know any black person who doesn't carry ID?
No. Everyone that I know has an ID. Why would they think we don't have ID?
That's a lie. Why would they say that?
Do you have ID?
Yes.
Because I have my ID and my friends have their ID, so we know what we need to carry around.
Everybody that I know have ID. That's one of the things you need to walk around with New York with, ID.
Do you know any black adult who does not have ID?
No, I don't.
This literally sums up white liberals. Their assumptions and low expectations on black people, it's patronizing. They think that we are incapable of using the internet. Literally every American citizen from the age of 13 has ID. So to sum it up, white liberals think that we are dumb, poor, or criminals incapable of getting voter ID. Lord have mercy.
And so you heard that, and that's just quite fascinating when you think about it, that you got Democrat black women representatives on one hand, then you got the white liberal women on the other, and they're all pushing, they're all rowing in the same boat, pushing the same messaging as far as when it comes to the black voters and what they feel and what they believe, how black people, black voters, or black American voters are incapable when it comes to being able to gather the proper documents or being able to somehow grasp the concept of the proper identification in order to vote. Even though, and I'm just going to kind of go through this briefly, these are just a few of the things that a valid ID are required for. I mean, driving, obviously, boarding a plane, purchasing a car, getting a car registration, renting a car, boat, jet, buying insurance, buying train tickets, obtaining a passport, picking up mail from FedEx, UPS, post office, renting tools, furniture, or equipment, visiting the doctor's office, hospital, donating blood, getting a prescription, applying for a job, applying for school, applying for a professional license, getting married, checking out a book from the library, joining the military, adopting a child, what else you got? Transacting with a bank, sending a wire transfer, getting a credit card, applying for store credit, buying a house, applying for a mortgage, opening a retirement account, getting a credit card, renting a hotel room. I mean, it goes on. Cashing a large lottery ticket win, obtaining Medicare or Medicaid, applying for welfare, applying for unemployment, applying for Social Security services, applying for Section 8 housing, holding a rally or protest, buying a firearm, applying for a hunting license, joining the gym, entering a nightclub, voting for union elections, visiting a casino, buying an M-rated video game, going to jail, participating in outdoor activities, bungee jumping, skiing, participating in political events. And none of these, at least in my opinion, are as important as making sure we have safe and secure elections. As always, smash the thumbs up button. That's the best way to let me know you like the video. Subscribe to stay tuned in for future videos. Until next time.